at Alpha Omega Mystery School. We're located halfway between Death Valley and Las Vegas, halfway between Joshua Tree and Area 51 in the Mojave Desert of the Southwest United States. With a beautiful sunrise this morning. It's quite cold though. It's getting colder as we go closer and closer to the solstice.
Happy sunrise, everybody. Today is Friday, October 23rd, 2020. The ancient magic ritual you're about to experience is unique in the world. Written and performed from the first-person perspective of Jesus of Nazareth, this rite comes from the Bruce Codex, an ancient Christian manuscript rediscovered beneath the sands of Egypt in 1769 that purports to contain the secret teachings of Jesus to his disciples. I'm Reverend David Griffin.
I'm Reverend Leslie McQuaid.
And this is the Lost Magic of Jesus Revival. Well, we had the donkeys through here last night. They managed to wake us up and leave poop all over the henge. Wild burros.
We'll wait for the sun to complete its rising before we begin our work. The sun is the dispenser of light to the earth. May the living light of the God Force inflame our souls with abundant life.
Our destiny lies amongst the stars, and to the stars humanity shall ascend.
Take a nice deep breath and feel into your body. Breathe deeply. Feel each breath as it moves down your throat into your lungs, expanding your ribs, sending sensations down your fingers and legs. And as you are breathing deeply and feeling deeply into each and every part of yourself, visualize yourself as the tree of life, however it is you imagine that tree to be, and grow your branches up high into alpha sky. Drive your roots down deep into omega earth. I call on you, in the east, Alpha. I call on you, in the west, Omega. I call on you. In the north, Alpha. I call on you. In the south, Omega.
Alpha.
Et Omega.
The beginning.
And the end.
The path of the age between. Sunrise.
And sunset.
And the path of the sun between. Birth.
And death.
The path of life between. Alpha.
Omega.
Once again, we gather here in Column Hinge to celebrate these sacred rites. Thanks for coming out. We really appreciate your being here. Hope you are enjoying the fact that we're back. We've certainly enjoyed it, being back, and really glad to have had those couple of days in retreat. So reaching out with the energy of our energetic bodies, we call upon the angels in the invisible. Angels of the 21st Treasury of Light, watchers, attend. Ozaz. Uzaz. Eoes. Eoes. Azaies. Azaies. Let the watchers withdraw. And let us enter into the 21st Treasury of Light. Zozo ze'ai. Zozo ze'ai. Zoho zai. Zoho zai. Tozazaksai. Tozozoksoi. Naozaeiai. Naozaeiai. Marazaz. Naozaei. Naozaei. Ozaez. Ozaez. Oza, oza. Oza. Oschozoza. Oschozoza. Azaiaos. Azaiaos. Naia ozaze. Naia ozaze. Nazaz. Nazaz. And so we completed our journey through the places, invoking each of the 12 mighty angels' head in its proper place, until at length we came into the place of the midst, the place of the center, the place of the Father of the treasure of light. O Father of the treasure of light, by your cipher and by your name we invoke you. Oaziai, Oaziai, Oaziai. Let the divine light descend. It is the intention of this ritual and our fervent prayer to establish human liberty worldwide.
Human liberty worldwide.
Protect Homo sapiens from extinction.
Protect Homo sapiens from extinction.
Set my people free.
Set my people free.
Protect Homo sapiens from protect the integrity of our genetic code.
Protect the integrity of Homo sapiens' genetic code.
May all who search for the abundant life promised by the living Jesus come to discover the ways of the God force and how to flood our living souls with the divine light energy. And then in that hour when death comes calling to us, may we shed this physical body like a serpent sheds its skin and rise triumphant into the kingdom of light. Restore the purity of our air.
Restore the purity of our air.
Of our water.
Restore the purity of our water.
Crystal clear water, crystal clear, pure air. Of our food.
Restore the purity of our food.
And our medicines.
Restore the purity of our medicines.
All these things we ask in the name of the living Jesus. Amen.
Amen. So mote it be. Take a moment now to again feel into your body. This ancient magical rite we are doing together helps you experience more God Force energy in your life. As you have more of this energy, so you have more of everything it is that you truly want in life. Because God Force energy is truly a panacea. When you are tired and you breathe it in, it will give you a boost of energy. And if you make the decision to, with each breath, think about breathing in God Force as a mantra. Inhale, God Force. Exhale, fear. Inhale, God Force. Exhale, pain. Inhale, God force. Exhale, anger. Inhale, God force. Exhale, fear. If you do this, even for just 5 minutes consciously, you will notice a distinct physical change in your body. Your body will begin to relax. You will feel more calm. The fear will leave you. The pain will leave you. The anger will leave when it is replaced with God force. Because these negative emotions are how your spirit says it is hungry. It is hungry for more God force energy. And so in those moments, that is when it is most important for you to breathe in and concentrate on this energy. Put your whole mind there. Focus everything, every fiber of your being on God force energy. It will sustain you. Why do you think the disciples left their families and jobs and homelands to go follow Jesus? They did this because he had the answer. He had the answer that solved their questions. Why is there pain on earth? Why is there suffering? Why is there anger and war? It is because there's a lack of God force. It is how the human soul cries out in desperation, please, please, we need to be fed. And what we need to be fed is more spiritual energy, more God force energy. Last night after the debate, I heard more than one commentator say, the real problem with America is that we're in a spiritual crisis. The spiritual crisis is that there are those who believe that there is no God, are trying to rip the world from the hands of those of us who know that God is real. And when you do not have a higher power to answer to, power will turn you into a monster, because that's the real challenge. Yes, adversity makes men, and power does make monsters. But only if those people do not have integrity. Only if they are not steeped in the God force. When you have God force pulsing through your veins, you do what is right as a matter of instinct. Doing what is right is instinctive to humanity. We breathe in God force and we build on our instincts. Instincts are not bad. They're part of the toolkit we were given in order to survive on this planet. Another part of that toolkit is our psychic sense, and that too is fed by God force. You can know what will happen in the future when you breathe in God force, because God force carries everything, all knowledge, all power, all healing, all nourishment. It is all within the God force.
Thank you, Leslie, for that beautiful and inspiring message. This morning, before I leave, I have a question for you before we close. What is the opposite of fear? Is it courage? Really? Or is courage merely doing the right thing despite your fear and just taking your fear with you? So what then is the opposite of fear? It is one thing, and one thing alone: faith. Faith is the cure and the opposite for fear. Leslie just mentioned that some people have been pointing out that our nation is in a spiritual crisis. Well, I say to you, the cure to that crisis is faith. Jesus said you can move mountains with just a mustard seed of faith. But what is faith? Exactly. Faith is standing up and reaching out into the God force and dispelling fear. Fear runs from faith. You can shed it like a duck sheds water. You see, faith is the natural state of mankind, but we've been beaten into submission. Just like this year, We have been beaten into submission to this virus. The lockdown was completely artificial. The virus is real. But was the lockdown a mistake? Ask Sweden. We've been saying from the beginning that it was a mistake. We've been saying from the beginning that the fear is overhyped. Never that the virus wasn't real, just that everything around it has been a deception. At a world global level, look around, folks. Look at the lockdowns today. All of this is because of a new kind of testing, jimmying the numbers. But the one thing that they managed to do is to keep us afraid. Above all else, be afraid, be afraid. Wear your mask, stay locked down, don't get too close to people. Be afraid, ooh, you might catch the evil virus. My goodness, folks, that is not the natural state of humanity. The time has come for us to once again find our faith, reclaim our strength in our faith, and stand up faithfully and breathe into the God force, and to say no to fear, and to say no to the fearmongers, and to dispel the fearmongers, because faith is greatest of all. Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate your being here. We'll be here again for you tomorrow. And until then, drop by and have a look at our website at alphaomega.church. And until then, as always, remember, have faith and expect a miracle.
And until we have the pleasure of each other's company again,